Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be the follow-up videos from my previous videos. How many times have I just said videos? I will link the video where I went shopping in Lidl for a week worth of food and I managed to spend only £16.66, and today I want to show you all the delicious, super healthy and super wholesome recipe which you can make with that kind of amount of money. So we're gonna start with breakfast and we're gonna use oats. As you know, you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, I do love oats. They're always one of my favorite breakfasts. So normally I have porridge or overnight oats. So today I'm gonna show how to make overnight oats and I guess porridge as well. You can actually make these as a kind of like a meal prep. That's why I want to do it all in one go. So if you do want a meal prep because you haven't got time during the week, you can totally do it. So we're gonna start with making overnight oats, which they're so simple and they're perfect if you don't have time in the morning to have breakfast. So I'm gonna make 3 days worth of overnight oats and they're gonna go into this jar, and then for the other 4 days I'm gonna have porridge. So you know, you can mix and match as you like. You can have 1 day porridge, 1 day overnight oats, or if you just like porridge, just have porridge every day. So we're gonna go with the, I would say, you don't have to measure everything precisely, about 1.5 cup of porridge oats for 3. Well, that would be 3 portions. Here you go. That's a lot of oats. And then I'm using the soy milk, which I bought, but actually before that, we're gonna make them with apple, I forgot to say, raisin. And I also managed to buy this milled seed mix, so we're just gonna mix everything together. And another flavor which you can do, instead of using apples, you can use bananas. So you just mash up the bananas, add in the apple and the raisin, and that will soak up all the milk and it will create this kind of like creamy, gloopy, kind of like oaty deliciousness. So I'm gonna go in with some raisin. Again, no need to measure everything precisely. Just go with the flow, and then I'm gonna add some of these mixed seeds. These are ground, yeah, as I thought, which they're perfect actually for overnight oats because they're gonna make it even gloopy and creamier. This is linseed, hemp seed, and chia seed, about 3 tablespoons. You do wanna get your healthy fats when you're eating a plant-based diet. Let's do 4. So I think these are very good budget option. And then we're gonna add 1 mashed banana. Make sure it's ripe so it's extra sweet, and that together with the raisin and the apple will naturally sweeten the oats, so you actually don't need to add any maple syrup or sugar. Maple syrup is quite expensive, obviously sugar is very cheap, but you know, apples, banana and raisin are a much more wholesome and healthier option. I'm going with about 2 bananas, and then we're gonna grate 1 apple. You can obviously add more. Okay. By the way, this grater is not the greatest grater, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why. Sam bought this, by the way, not me. Can't take the blame. That's all the grated apple that goes in it. Perfect. And now we're gonna add the soya milk. This one was so cheap. I think it was 59 pence a carton. And then with a fork, we're gonna start mashing everything together, especially the banana, so it gets all nice and creamy. And don't worry if it looks a bit liquidy, it will definitely absorb all the milk during the night when you put them into the jar and leave them in the fridge. So in the morning it will definitely look a bit creamier and gloopier. Okay, so this is the kind of consistency that you want, so it's nice and creamy. And now what we're gonna do is just put them into the jar and we're gonna let them sit in the fridge overnight, and breakfast is ready for the morning. Okay, and here are the 3 jars ready for the fridge. And the second breakfast is porridge. I literally just cooked the oats in some soy milk, adding some raisin for sweetness, Also, when you cook the raisin, they get all juicy and plump, and they have sweetness, as I said, to the porridge. This is so nice and creamy. Can't go wrong with porridge. Gonna have some sliced banana on top. And we're gonna sprinkle some of these mixed chia on top for some healthy fat. And that's done. This is breakfast. The final thing which we're gonna make with oats are these simple, super delicious oat, banana and raisin cookies. They are literally 3 ingredients, actually 4, and they are so delicious. They're super healthy, so you can actually eat them for breakfast as well. So all you have to do is mash up the 2 bananas, and then we're gonna add just a handful of raisin, and then we're gonna go in with the oats. So I'm using 1 cup of the porridge oats. And then we're just gonna mix it all together until you get like a clumpy, kind of like a cookie dough consistency, so you can make them into little cookie shape. Here it is. That's all it is. It's just so simple, but they're so delicious. If you had a little bit of cinnamon, add in a little bit of cinnamon. Otherwise, you can just leave them as they are. And yeah, that's it. That's what you have to do. And then we're gonna bake them in the oven for literally 10 to 12 minutes. They take very little time. That's the kind of consistency that you want. And then they're done. You can have them as a snack, or as I said, as a breakfast as well, because they're so simple and so healthy. Okay, so the second recipe which we're gonna make is a chickpea and coconut curry. This is super simple, so you only need literally chickpea, coconut milk, onion and garlic. Obviously spices are so important in, I guess, any kind of cooking. They add so much flavor, and I would definitely recommend to invest in some kind of like good spices to add to any of your savory dishes. So for this dish I'm going to use ginger, turmeric and curry powder, but other spices which I particularly love are cumin, coriander and cayenne pepper as well. So we're going to start by adding a finely chopped onion to a pan which is hot. You can use water or you can use oil, entirely up to you. Use water if you want to keep it even healthier and even cheaper. Okay, so I just fried the onion and garlic with the spices. I did add a little bit of water because the spices were sticking to the bottom. We're just gonna add in the chickpeas and also a touch of chopped tomatoes. We don't need to use the whole tin. I think I'm going in with about half. By the way, the full recipe is gonna be in the description box, so don't worry. I'm gonna write everything down. And then we're gonna add in the coconut milk. Okay, so I've just added the coconut milk. I only went for half of the can. We're gonna use the other half for the lentil dal. This is what it looks like. It does smell amazing and it looks so creamy and delicious. I'm just gonna put the lid on and we're gonna let it cook on a low heat for about 20 to 25 minutes. The third recipe we're gonna make is a super simple lentil dal using red split lentil, which they are so cheap, and I just love a dal. It's so delicious with some creamy rice. I'm gonna add some potatoes in it just to bulk it up. It's just definitely one of my favorite recipes. So the potatoes, onion and garlic and all the spices are frying gently, and now we're gonna add in the rinsed lentils, the chopped tomatoes, the alpha can that I didn't use before, and also the remaining coconut milk. And we might add a little bit of water if it's too thick and it needs a bit more liquid, which it probably does. Let's mix it all together. The spices are just smelling amazing. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit of water from the kettle, and then we're gonna put the lid on and we're gonna let it cook for about 30 minutes. The cookies are ready. Let's give them a go. They're good. They're chewy, they're sweet with the raisin and banana. These are so good. I should make them more often actually. The next meal which we're gonna make is a butter beans and veggie minestrone kind of thing. So I'm gonna use the tin butter beans, and I also bought a huge bag actually of frozen mixed vegetables, which they're great in soup, or you can just have them on the side with any of your meal, and frozen vegetables are always cheaper than fresh vegetables. So I started by frying some onion with some carrot, as I guess I normally do anyway. I'm gonna add some garlic and all the veggies and the beans and some water. It's literally so simple, you cannot go wrong. Okay, the onion, carrots and garlic is just frying out nicely. We're gonna add the drained butter beans, and then I'm gonna add the mixed frozen veggies. Let's see. Okay, there's gonna be lots of carrots in this minestrone. And then we're gonna add some water until everything is covered. You can also add some veggie stock if you have some on hand, maybe some smoked paprika. Obviously we're gonna season it with salt and pepper as well. Okay, so I added enough water to cover all the veggie. I'm also gonna add 1 chopped potato, just because potatoes when they cook they get a bit mushy, and the soup just become creamier, and it also makes it more filling. The final recipe which we're gonna make is a very simple lentil ragu kind of pasta sauce. We're gonna still use the red split lentil, some chopped tomatoes, and I'm just frying in a pan a grated carrot, some onion, garlic, and I also use a little bit of smoked paprika. I love smoked paprika. It's one of my favorite spices, and we're gonna have it with pasta, but I'm also gonna add a little bit of frozen peas just to add even extra protein and fiber, and also because peas taste delicious. So the lentil pasta sauce is almost ready. I'm just gonna add some of the frozen peas, and I'm also cooking the pasta just over there. That's the whole wheat penne which I got, and yeah, smells really good. Alrighty, so I'm done cooking. I'm just waiting for the pasta to be ready, but it's time to try all the dishes. I'm so excited because they all smell and look delicious. So let me start with the coconut and chickpea curry. Alrighty, so this is the chickpea curry. Looks so creamy. I've just cooked some rice, and that's how I'm gonna normally serve it anyway. And I also cooked some of the broccoli. If you watch the previous video, you'll see I bought two big head of broccoli, and I also added some of the mixed frozen vegetable just to make sure I get, you know, greens and extra vegetables at every meal. You can cook them in advance or keep them in the fridge, or you can cook them every night, whatever is easier for you. I also bought a bag of these seed mix. This is the one I use for the breakfast overnight oats. I think this works better in the breakfast or sweet dishes, and I think this one are actually great to sprinkle on top of your savory dishes just to add some extra fat. And let's try it now. This is good. It's a bit spicy. I think I went a bit crazy with the chili powder. And you know what? The frozen vegetables are actually better than I thought. If you cook them al dente, like not for too long, I just steamed them. This is really good. I definitely need to make this again. Up is the lentil pasta sauce. These are the all wheat what's it called? Fusilli. In Italian I can't remember the pasta name. That's bad. Whole wheat fusilli which I bought, and just gonna be generous with the sauce. Again, you can add some of your green veggies on the side, or you can actually put it into the pasta sauce. I personally would add it on the side, as I like the pasta sauce quite saucy. Okay, let's give this a go. I mean, can you ever go wrong with pasta? I think you really have to make an effort. This is good. Definitely had the peas. They had a nice texture as well. This is the perfect Monday night meal, as I call it. Thumbs up. up we have the veggie soup. This actually is a really big pot, so it will definitely last for at least 3 meals. This is the perfect meal when you want something a bit comforting. It's very filling because it's got beans, carrot, peas, potatoes as well. Right, let's try it. I love the peas. I think peas are highly underrated. Definitely do not omit the potatoes, because the potatoes is what makes it like creamy. Oh, it definitely adds something extra. Last but not least is the dal. This is so creamy. You can actually make it a bit runnier, just add a little bit more water. It's entirely up to you what kind of, you know, consistency you like. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of broccoli on the side. Be more veggies. Let's give it a go. I think the dal, the chickpea curry, actually I really like the pasta as well. They're my favorite. The dal is just so good. And it's the next day. I completely forgot to film the end of the video. I just want to say that I hope you guys enjoyed the recipe. They are very simple and they're all gonna be on the blog. The link is in the description below. And yeah, if you have any suggestion, as always, please let me know. And I hope I see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you can please subscribe and click like, that would be amazing and would mean the world to me. I will see you again very soon.